So tell us about the traumatic brain injury that you had and how cycling helped you recover.
So I was in Fallujah, Iraq, like the tail end of the battle of it in 2006, and we pretty much were doing route clearance and looking for all the infamous IEDs. Well, a lot of times you find them, but sometimes they find you. So I had one, unfortunately, that was we drove by the hole, we did a U-turn and came back by it, and it wasn't clear, and it went off way too close to the truck. And of course you feel fine, you don't feel fine afterwards, but you're still alive, but you don't realize right away the damage that's been done. So when I first got home, it was probably twice a week. I'd take a shower, get out of the shower, dry off, and be sitting on the couch and realize I didn't rinse the soap out of my hair. And just lots of, and then you get frustrated at yourself, like, why am I not remembering this? So it was a long process of trying to get the memory back, and just it's come back. Cycling definitely helps the mental, but it's still tough. I'm good with faces, but names is.
It's hard for everybody.
It's really, so if you see me at a race and I'm drawing a blank on your name, I definitely remember your Strava profile or your ride. And that's usually how I have to link it somehow.
I know. I wish everyone would get the name tags and just put them right on their bikes,
with the helmet picture and the bike, especially for us, because everybody's used to seeing each other with helmet and glasses on and a different color kit. So if I see you in the grocery store and I'm just staring at you after you say hi, it's like no clue.
No. Well, it's good. It's great what you've done, that you've gotten out there and worked on it. And does the training? You got right back into racing at some point, and you channeled all your experience from racing. Did that structure help with the recovery process?
It did. It was a 20-year gap in between, between the service and then even when I first got out, I had a young family, and just finding time to ride, and not only that, the income to afford to ride, because it's not a very inexpensive sport at times, and if you want to race and
the travel, accommodation,
and the whole 9 yards. So when I finally got to a point where I had everything kind of situated, and definitely got the ball rolling in a better direction again, and kept it going, and it definitely makes it.
And you were already back in Maine, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I actually, that bike I sold in 1997, I sold it to a guy, and he rode it a little bit, and he kind of didn't ride it, and then he rode some more, and then the bike sat in his basement for a while, and he decided he wanted to ride again, so he put 11 speed on it, nice new components, and then started riding again, and it was, at this point, it's getting to be an older steel frame, and he's like, these new carbon bikes are pretty nice, so we bought one, and I asked him, I says, what are you doing with my old bike? And he's like, no, I don't think I'll keep it. And then the question, do you want to buy it? And I says, yeah, of course I do.
This is the Serrata?
This is the Serrata, yeah.
Right,
and then I ended up buying it back.
So, at a discount, I hope.
Yeah, it was a discount. It was a good price, but it's definitely, it had some huge sentimental value to me.
Absolutely, yeah.
So I got it back, and after a 20-year break, I started racing and riding again, and 3 years later, here I am on the elite team, and doing things I never thought I'd be possible to do ever again. So
that's great to hear that, because it's true. Even with your Serrata, which you were racing at the Crit Series, you can get a lot of respect for it. Weighing in at 22 pounds, But it's great what you've done, and it's true. The sky is the limit. I always say to myself, I hit 50, I can't race anymore. It's going to be hard. But never forget, Masters cycling goes to 75 plus, and you go to the Nationals, and there are people who are still at it.
Cycling, it's a great sport. No matter what age you come back into it, there's some sort of level to participate in and race in to, like you said, 75 plus.
Or you just get out there and ride and see the neighborhood, and that's great stuff, Jason. Well, look, thanks for sharing that information and making it all clear, and best of luck.
Well, thank you, Fred.
That was Jason Yannelli of the U.S. Military Endurance Sports Elite Racing Team. You can learn more about them on their website. That's all we've got time for right now. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you again soon.
All Things Bike with Fred Thomas is brought to you by XeNTiS, performance carbon wheels handmade in Austria for road and off-road riding. XeNTiS, next generation wheels. And Frame and Wheel eBay bike selling services. Time, space, cash. Pick 3. And AD Bikes, the modern face of Austro-Daimler cycling and the bike company of the future.